All right, guys, it's been a little while since I've had a video on a G-Shock Square, so why not come back with a really cool one? This is the gw-b5600FB-4JR using the module 3461. You can see 200-meter water resist, LED. It's going to have a multi-band and tough solar. It's Bluetooth. It has a bunch of stuff. It's that module. So here is the watch. First off, I want to say big thanks to John. He's a founder member of mine. And he actually sent this watch and a Mito, was it a Mito, I think? I can't remember what it was. GMT that I'll be doing a video on soon. And this one, I just kind of threw a dart. I was like, hey, John, how much you want for the G-Shock Square? And he's like, well, I would have to have this much for it if I sold it. I'm like, okay, boom, PayPal, done. So I ended up buying this one off him. So thanks for sending it in, and then thanks for releasing it to me, allowing me to buy it from you. So case size on this, typical square of the 5600 nature, it's 43.75 millimeter side to side. The lug to lug, if you can call it that, is about 48-ish, 12.9 thick, so just under 13 mil. And then a nice two-tone strap. You can see it's a nice bright, so it's not crazy bright. It's a nice muted orange, like a matte orange, and then it has this rope design on there that is actually to mimic the rope of the Kobe City Fire Bureau. And so it's all about the fire department in Japan. So, and there's a lot of history with that place. And if you look on the case back, we'll zoom in, you can take a look at that. You can see some other details there, and that logo in the center, you'll see that. That's like their official Fire Bureau logo. There's some detail in there that's hard to pick up on, but if you go Google the Kobe City Fire Bureau, you'll see they have like that logo like on the front of their fire engines and stuff. It's really sweet. So multi-band 6, also check that out. Titanium case back. So the case back's made in China, but the watch is actually all Japanese pretty much. The only other square that I know of for sure that has the titanium case back is the carbon fiber one. This guy here, the GW-S5600, also has a titanium case back. And they're about the same weight. They're both like, I think this one's like 51 grams or something, and I think that one's just under that. So really close in weight. And if you look at the front of this, you can see a really nice blue accent around there. So the blue and the orange tie-in just works really good. And I'm glad they went with a positive display on this instead of a negative. There's so many negative screen releases that it's nice to see a positive screen release. But you can see it's a really nice matte finish. These are technically limited edition, but I don't know what they're limited to. And then the yellow two-tone on the backside, that's supposed to be like the reflective part of their uniforms. I threw this one out there too, guys, because how cool is that? That's almost the same yellow. It looks like it's the same yellow, so I love that. I picked this guy up not that long ago, and it's so when this one was sent in, I was like, man, I have to have that. This is an awesome combo to have. I often wear for my day job, in case you didn't know, I often wear high-vis vest or clothing, so this actually ties in really good with my work uniform. So I look forward to wearing this one as well. It's not going to be a safe clean. I'm actually going to wear it. We talked about what it has, all that stuff. The Kobe City Fire Bureau, they originally came out, I think, with the Rangeman one first, and it was the same colorway. And then shortly after that, in 2018, they actually released this one. It was to celebrate their 50th anniversary from theirs. My only one gripe, obviously, you guys know I'm not a huge fan of metal keepers. So I may or may not take that off. I might actually take this off and save it, maybe throw it in the tin and put a plastic strap or something on there. We'll see. But this also has like this cool little texture here on the buckle, a little different, and then it says Casio Japan on that. So the tin that it comes in, also very cool. I like it when the G-Shock limited editions also come with really cool tins. This logo here is actually, I don't know what it all means, but that is on the side of their trucks usually. And then there is some Japanese writing, obviously the 50 there, so 50th anniversary of sorts. And then there is their logo done in silver on the top. And even the box that it comes in is really cool. Full on red, full part number. And this was a JDM release as well, so that's why you're seeing it presented that way. Let's pop this guy on wrist, and then we'll do the will light it up too, because the logo, it's a little hard to see, but it looks like it's some sort of rope or something in the display. I'm a little leery of putting a G-Shock square on. Seems like whenever I put a G-Shock square on, I end up wearing one for like 4 or 5 days straight. But yeah, I mean, come on. Classic, super light, super comfortable, and always fun to just buy a G-Shock square. As ridiculous as it, it is, these are trending anywhere from like $350 to $450, something like that, snapshot in time. So there are some expensive G-Shock squares out there, and is it worth that much money? Well, yeah, to guys like me that like to collect them and own them and experience them. But to someone that's just looking for a rugged G-Shock, no, absolutely not. Don't buy these ones. Go buy the 5600E. That's $40 on Amazon. That watch is perfect for you if you're just looking for a G-Shock square to just wear every day, regular. And if you wanted to spice it up a little bit, get the 5610. So then you have the solar and the multi-band and stuff like that. But even that's really not needed for double the price. All right, let's kill the lights and see if we can. I'll try to get it to focus, guys. Sometimes it's hard to do. I have a little bit of backlight. There you go. But again, it's so hard to see what it really is, but I think it's like a rope or something, and then it has the outline. It's hard for me to even see what it is. Sometimes you can see those really good, and sometimes you can't. But there's the watch. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll try to cover them. I know I didn't go over the functions. Guys, it's a module 3461. Look it up. I mean, it's pretty basic. You can cycle through the modes. You got a second time zone. You have your alarms functions. You have your stopwatch. You have your countdown timer, and then back to your time. It's pretty simple. It's a G-Shock square. They're all kind of simple in that way until you get into like this one over here. I think does like the moon phase and the tide and stuff like that. But other than that, they're kind of all the same. Just different modules, so they have different multi-bands, or Bluetooth, because this one does Bluetooth, this one does Bluetooth. I've never connected either of those to the Bluetooth. You don't have to. I think this one has Bluetooth, doesn't it? No, this one doesn't have it. This is basic again. I don't even know what module this is. This is the 3229. So this is like the base module. So I will say the display, the screen is better on these newer modules. So that is something to consider. Just for legibility, you could at least upgrade to whatever the base model is with the Bluetooth, because the display is definitely better. Like, it'll fade out on this one, the 3229 module, whereas this one's still visible. So something to consider there. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next vid.